Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, Marvel Champions is out on the board yet again, and we have Vision out there. Now, I know I was talking about going over to Adam Warlock and playing him next, but Vision just arrived in the mail, so gotta give him a go and see how he plays. Now, I'm not super excited about Vision. Vision runs protection aspect, not my favorite. I have to say I did kind of like Quicksilver, and Drax was all right. Protection, actually, and Tech Nova Iron Man is one of my favorite decks, and that's a protection deck. But not too hot about that aspect. So we'll see how Vision goes here. I've got Rhino out. He's got his 14 hit points. Vision's out. And I'm using the pre-constructed deck. So the pre-constructed deck looks like that right there. I'm just running it right out of the box. So we'll see how he plays. And then we're going to take Vision's out. Let's take a look at him. He's got 3 recovery. We start off on our alter ego phase there. While you are in dense mass form, you get +2 recovery. While you're in tangible mass form, you get +1 hand size. And setup, put mass form upgrade into play, intangible side face up. We've got a hand size of 5, hit points 11. You can see we got 11 hit points out here, so we're looking good. Let's take a quick look at the other side. We've got Vision, which has 2 thwart, 0 attack, 0 defense. Android Avenger. We got density manipulation. You can change mass form by flipping your mass form upgrade over max once per round. All right, so it looks like the only way to change form is going to be on the Vision Hero side. We can't do it on the Alter Ego side. And it looks like we put our mass form upgrade into play in tangible side as part of setup. Now, if I recall correctly, setup is going to happen after you draw cards. So I don't think my bonus of +1 hand size for being an intangible is going to kick in until after setup. So I think my first round, I'm only going to get 5 cards. All right, so we've got intangible, mass form, permanent. Vision cannot attack or defend. Reduce the amount of damage Vision takes from each attack by 2. It's kind of like an auto defend against everything. It's kind of nice. Dense, mass form, permanent. While in hero form, Vision gets +2 attack and +2 defense. Response, after you change to this mass form, draw 1 card. All right. So it'll be interesting to see if we go defense here against Rhino or start flipping over and seeing if we can kick some butt. I don't know. It's going to depend upon what cards we get. So let's draw some cards. So we're going to get a hand size of 5 because I don't think we get the +1. That's you rules people out there that know better. Let me know if I'm playing that right or wrong, because that's my first question right off the bat there. Do you get the extra card? I think in the rule book, draw cards, and then hero setup is after that. There's villain setup, which is earlier, but I think hero setup is one of the last things that you do. All right, so we've got Vision, 5 cards. Strength, ooh, good, a double resources. Vivian, sidestep, Victor, and get behind me. So we have a couple of new cards. We got Vivian. So Vivian has +1 thwart, +1 attack. While you are in intangible mass form, Vivian gets +2 thwart. While you're in dense mass form, Vivian gets +2 attack. So I like that card. That's looking pretty good. We have Sidestep, which says when you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. If you paid for this card using a energy resource, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So that's a repeat of stuff before. We have Victor. So he's a new one. So 2-cost ally, reduce the amount of damage Victor Mancha takes from each attack by 1. That's interesting. He's got 0 thwart, 0 attack, and he takes 1 consequential for doing either of those. And he's got 4 health. I'm not sure about that card. We'll have to see where that comes into play. And we've got a Get Behind Me. When a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effect. The villain attacks you instead. I'm actually thinking these would be really good. I think these are going to work out well in Vision's deck. If he's in tangible form, then and you take 2 less damage for every attack, that might be a great card in this deck. We'll have to see. All right, let me get my mouse out of the way so we have more play space here. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do as Vision. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip on over to hero form vision. All right, we're intangible. I think we're going to start off doing some damage this round. So we're going to bring Vivian into play using our strength. So Vivian's in play. We're going to go ahead and flip to dense attack form. Now I could try to get, should I try to get Victor out there? Because he could block. He takes one less. Might, I don't know if he's going to be useful or not. That's the thing. And I would have to get rid of my two good defense cards here in order to get him out. I think we're going to get him out. We're going to see what he does. We'll see how he plays. We'll get Victor out there just to try him out. Okay. Next up, we're going to exhaust vision. And since we're in dense mass form, it says dense mass form. Well, this hero form vision gets +2 attack and defense, so I get +2. Ooh, after I do that mass form, draw a card. That's what I forgot. Oh, and I have a solar beam. Okay, wait. We're going to go back. When I changed to mass form, I got solar beam. And it's an attack card, and I like attack cards. So solar beam. Vision is dense mass form, deals 7 damage to an enemy. Vision is intangible mass form, remove 5 threat from a scheme. So let's see here. I think we're going to go ahead and do damage now. So 1, 2, 3, and we will solar beam. And do that amazing 7 damage. So there's 7. Then Vision's going to attack for 2. And then we'll go ahead and have Vivian attack. And she's got +2 while he's in dense attack form. So she's going to attack for 3. We've got Rhino down to 2 points. All right. This is a protection deck or an aggression deck. I don't know. All right. So she takes the consequential when she attacks. She's got 2 health, so she's down to 1. We're going to go ahead and unexhaust because it's the end of our turn. And we're going to draw back up to 5 cards. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we've got a super dense strike. It says play only if Vision is in dense mass form, deal 5 damage to the enemy. This attack gains piercing. And then we have just passing through. Play if I'm only if I'm in intangible form, remove 3 threat from a scheme. And then we've got a genius and a get behind me. Okay. End of my turn, over to the villain's turn. So Ryan, oh, first we need to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Don't skip that part. We've got 1 right here, 1 per player, so it's just 1 because I'm doing solo. All right, Rhino's going to see Vision out there and he's going to attack. We're just going to take this attack right now. We've got 11 hit points and I've got a bunch of damage on board here. So I think we're just going to take it. All right, Rhino's attacking for 2. He's going to get a boost and he's going to boost for 2 more. So we take 4 total. All right, that's not too bad. Now, I guess I can keep in mind I have a get behind me, which would make him attack me again if this is a treachery card. Should keep that in mind. All right, so let's see what we have for our encounter card. We get Assault. The villain attacks you. All right. Now, I've got the option of putting Vivian out there, but I think I'm just going to take this damage because I'm looking at doing 2, 3, 13 points of damage next round, which is going to almost take out Rhino 2. So I think we're going to go that route. We're going to go ahead and just take the next attack. So Rhino's attacking for 2. He's going to get a boost of none. So I take 2. All right. I'm taking 6 damage total. And that is the end of Rhino's turn, and we're over to the hero's turn. All right, now I think this is where things are going to get interesting. And the question is going to be, do I lay into Rhino and kind of leave him on the ropes for next round? Because it's looking like at this point in time, I could do 2 with Vision. I could attack for 3 with Vivian and hit him with 2 super dense strikes. So we're looking at 5, 10, 13 on Rhino 2 after he flips. Can't quite take him out, but I can get him really close. At that point, I could go intangible form, reduce the damage that he does to me, and then hopefully he doesn't do more than 5 damage in a round. Which I think is a fairly safe bet. So we're going to try to play it out that way and see how it goes. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Vision. Vision's going to attack for 2 because he has dense form and he gets +2 attack. So that's going to be enough to take out Rhino. Rhino 2 is going to come into play. When Rhino 2 comes into play, we got to find our break-in and taken. That's going to be the scary thing, is I'm going to have to let break-in and taken sit. So I might get attacked twice. We'll have to see how that goes. All right, that's going to have 3 threat on it. The other option could be having Vivian. I could have Vivian take away break-in and taken. If I do that, I probably won't be able to take Rhino out next round. It would depend upon what I draw. Right now, I should be able to take him out no matter what I draw. So I think that's the safer bet, and that's what I'm going to go with. Let's do 2, 2, 1. All right, so he's at 15. Breaking and taken's out. That was my attack. So next we're going to go over to doing some other damage. So we're going to spend 2 to do a super dense strike. So this super dense strike is going to do 5 damage. The attack gains piercing, which doesn't matter. We're actually going to do 2 of those. So we're going to do 10 damage. That's 10 damage on Rhino. Ching. All right, next up we're going to have... Ooh, do we hold on to Vivian? Maybe that's the better idea. We hold on to Vivian for a round in case things get dicey, and then she can help us out next round as opposed to just getting him down to 2. All right, that's what we're going to do. We'll hold on to Vivian. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to flip over to intangible form. So when we go intangible form, it says mass form permanent. Vision cannot attack or defend. Reduce the damage Vision takes from each attack by 2. All right, at that point, we're going to be done. We're going to unexhaust. Draw back up to our hand size of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we got a couple of solar beams again. We have a mass increase, which says play only if Vision is in dense mass form. When Vision defends, prevent all damage from that attack. Stun the attacking enemy after the attack resolves. Well, that's pretty cool. Doesn't do me any good, but it's pretty cool. We got Reboot, which says ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. Oh, I like that. Too bad Vivian would be gone by the time that came into play. We have Flow Like Water, which is a 2-cost upgrade. Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Response, after you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to an enemy. All right, I like that. You know what? When I was looking at stuff, I was thinking this was a discard once it hits, but it's not. It's an upgrade. It's going to stay out there. So it's pretty cool, I would have to say. Actually, now that I look at it, I'm liking that card a lot more. All right. Anyway, we're done with my turn. We're over to Rhino's turn. So Rhino is going to look at Vision. He's going to want to come attack. Now, I'm just going to take this one. I can't defend, so actually, the choice is whether I want to block with Vivian or not, and I'm not going to block with Vivian. But 1 threat on the main scheme. You remember that. Okay. I'm not going to block with Vivian, so Rhino's going to come attack me. I'm just taking it. I reduce the damage by 2, so he's attacking for 3. Gets a boost of 2, so he's going to hit me for 3. Okay, that hurt. That puts me at 8 damage. Okay, so 3 more and I'm out. That's a little bit scary. And we're getting 2 cards. 1, 2. Now the good news is, what I'm looking at is I got solar beams in my hand. So if I get through this round, I can use Vivian to block one of the attacks and don't have to worry about using her attack to do something because I can throw off a solar beam. All right, let's grab our first card because we got a second one because of the breaking and taken. So first encounter card says, boom, Shocker. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each hero. All right, Shocker comes into play. I take 1 more damage. Ooh, that puts me at 10. Ay, 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 ay. All right, next card. Caught off guard. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. I don't think I can discard my invincible because it's a permanent. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains surge. That is a decent question, so I think that surges. Let me double check on the permanent. I don't think I can discard permanents. Dun, dun. It's not going to say on there. I'll have to look that up later, but I am 90%. You can't discard permanents that way. So it's going to surge. I'm going to get another card, and it's going to be hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4. No damage was healed this way. This card gains surge. Oh, man. Okay. So does that still put him in range? All right. So now he's at 9. And it's back over to my turn. All right. So what am I going to do on my turn? I think we've still got him because what we're going to do, we're going to change to dense form. We're going to fire off a solar beam. 1, 2, 3. And in dense form, dun, 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 solar beam is going to deal 7 damage to an enemy. All right, 7. And then we'll go ahead and attack with vision. And he has +2 attack, so oh, I forgot to draw a card. Gonna have to remember that when I do my dense form change. All right, then I attack with vision. Vision attacks for 2. We take Rhino out. All right, yeah, there we go. That is a pretty quick victory. And I fired off 3 solar beams. No, 2 solar beams and 2 stupendous strikes. Yeah, solar beam, stupendous strike, solar beam. Wow. There's a lot of damage in here for a protection deck. Thinking about it. Wow, his core deck brings the damage. So, yeah, there we go. Now, I was pretty close here. 1 more damage and I would have been out. So it's possible when I flip that, I think there are a few 3s in here if I remember right. I'm trying to, God, it's been so long since maybe there are no 3s in the base deck. There aren't any, nope, they're all 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So there shouldn't have been a way for him to kill me. Shocker was a close call there. If we were playing expert, I think, yeah, if we were going over to expert, that would have changed. There could have been potential for him to take me out, and then Shocker, when he came out, could have roasted me. And if we would have had our Nemesis out there, that would increase some of the odds of that too. So I'm hoping not to see Ultron, who is Vision's Nemesis. He's like Ultron from the core set, just put into a Nemesis deck, which is Ultron from the core set is fairly annoying. So I'm gonna have to play him again pretty soon. When we get through all these characters, we'll go back and we need to do some other characters too. But anyway, that was a really quick take out Rhino standard with Vision. He kind of rocked the house there. So I'm happy with how that went. He plays a lot more aggressive than I thought a protection hero would play, or maybe that's just a protection deck. So actually a lot more impressed than I thought I would be out of the gate. But now we need to go on to round 2, because maybe I just got really lucky there and drew all the right cards, and maybe he's really awful most of the time, and you know, just this was the 5% game where he just rocked it. So we'll see. So on to round 2, another round of Standard versus Rhino coming up, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching.